So this time we're taking a look from Mattel, the DC Universe Batman Legacy line, Wave 2. I know it's taken a while for me to get these up and done, but I finally found the time to edit this together. So first we're going to be looking at Catman. Taking a look at the back of the package here, you can see some great art here featuring the main character, and a nice bio, and two little pieces of art on each side for the other figures in the wave. This is a really great sculpt, and does, I believe, use some of the original Batman sculpt, but has enough of new pieces to make it really interesting. Let's go over his accessories first. He has these little claws, one in each hand. This hand seems to grip it a little bit better than this hand does. As you can tell, you kind of have to just get it into the right position and let it sit there, otherwise it'll kind of dangle. And you will have a little bit of a hard time getting these in his hands, as you will have to bend his fingers to get them into his hands. They don't really go in too easily. Also, these claws, I think, are kind of a little bit I don't know. There's just something about, I kind of think that they should be pointed the other way, if that makes any sense, with the long pieces here reaching out this way instead of just these little things exposed. But you know, it would make more sense for these to be facing forward than backwards. And you can tell the plastic here is a little bit warped because of packaging, unfortunately. You can separate them a little bit and straighten them out, but they will kind of return eventually to the shape. He also comes with a stand in the shape of the bat symbol with his name on it, Catman, and has one peg, and you can put his foot on there. It is kind of nice that they are providing stands for the figures now. Not that these figures need them. They stand pretty well on their own. This is a pretty neat sculpt here. You can tell, look at the face and the cowl at the top. Very nice. You can see folds in the gloves on his trouser, you know, his little underoos. And that's neat. The design on his belt is pretty neat. He's got these little leather straps for his cape, which have this nice detailing in them. Very nice. Very nice. Paint, likewise, is very good. Can't really find any fault with it. And it's got this nice sort of blended look, where you can see there's lighter colors, then it goes darker, then it goes lighter again. It doesn't really have any shading, but it works for the figure. There's yellows, oranges, and even a bit of red, rust red, that matches his cape and boots and gloves. There's a nice, the slash design is nicely, I guess that's tampoed on there. His nice blue eyes, they're a little bit crazy, you know, but not too bad from a distance. And they've actually not only painted the stubble on his face, but they've sculpted it on as well. So that's pretty cool. His articulation is the same as any DC Universe Classics figure, and he fits right into that line. So he'll look really good next to Bane and Deadshot, and you can get a Secret Six team going there. His head goes up and down, left and right. Arms will go all the way around, out and in, rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist. Ab articulation forward and back, waist articulation, legs go forward, back really far, out to the side, swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee, and bend at the foot. He does have some weird feet. They don't exactly lie flat on the ground like some of the other DC figures do. They have this slight upturn. I don't know if you can tell. So I guess that will help a little bit, maybe in posing the foot a little bit forward, like so. Not quite the toe articulation of the old Marvel Legends, but it does give you a little bit of variety than just the plain DC Universe Classics articulation. For those of you who want to know about the character, Thomas Blake was basically your White Hunter type character. Hunted big cats for the sport of it, and he was bored and rich, so he decided to turn to crime, and he based his crimes on the theme of cats, particularly big cats, and was also inspired by Batman to create a cape and cowl and run around as the Catman. Of course, his crimes would always have cat-themed motifs, like the cat's eye diamond or the Cheshire emerald or something like that. So Catman made his first appearance in Detective Comics number 311 in I think it was 1962. That was pre-Crisis, and post-Crisis he was sort of revived as an ally of Catwoman, but their partnership had dissolved, and he eventually became a member of the gang of misfits led by Killer Moth, which were all made up of these kind of third-rate Batman villains. He basically didn't do anything for a long time, was not used at all in the DC universe anywhere, and he was kind of used as a joke, I guess, a couple of times. And he does show up in the Green Arrow series, the beginning of the Green Arrow series, as fat and overweight, and his encounter with Green Arrow really leads him to rededicate his life, and he moves to Africa and lives with this pride of lions. It's there, then he loses his weight, he gets back to a fit and trim fighting stance with improved skills of tracking. He was manipulated to join the Secret Six by Lex Luthor, and who was trying to oppose the secret society of supervillains headed by the Alexander Luthor of Earth 3, who was posing as Lex Luthor, and they murdered his pride of lions that he was living with, and so that's why he goes off and joins the Secret Six. Now, he does have this really bizarre code of personal ethics, akin to a hero's, but he doesn't fully trust the heroes of the DC universe, and he's not really quite a villain. But recently he was pushed more and more over the edge with the abduction of his child that he had with Cheshire, and he's become more feral and more violent towards life in general. It's kind of unfortunate, since he really used to be the moral center of the Secret Six. People looked to him to do what was right, and when he lost his moral center, they just went off the rails. And while it's fun to watch, reading villains that were trying to do the right thing, but when it came to it, probably did the wrong thing, or did the wrong thing for the right reason. So anyway, he's not really shown up in the new 52 books of the new DC universe. Maybe Gail Simone will do something with him in Batgirl. Anyway, I guess that'll be it. Stay tuned for the other reviews of the figures in this wave, the Batman and Batgirl. And until my next video, I'll see you.